Chapter 28. This chapter is divided in small little sections. First section is called Maine's Roswell, and in July 3, 1947, on a small coastal town, there was a witness named John Cole, and he was an astronomer, and around 2:30 p.m. he saw around 10 UFOs moving across the sky, and they were light objects with two dark forms to their left, and there was like a loud roar that he heard. Then there was another section called the Seavey Brothers Encounter, and there were two fishermen brothers. And Wendell Seavey was a 75-year-old, and he had an encounter when he was fishing with his brother in 1966. It was a dark, clear night, and they were just fishing, and Wendell saw what he described. He couldn't pick another word to describe it. As he described a spaceship, and it was gigantic. And they said that it was maybe like around 1,500 feet above the sky. And then his brother Frank also saw the spaceship, and they describe it as similar to the ship in the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And the UFO was acting strangely, like right beneath it in the center, a giant spotlight of light came out of it, and it was shining down the island of Placentia. Wendell has seen many odd lights in the sky, but this was the first light that had an object associated with it. Then Wendell decides to do something dumb, and he began flashing the boat's running lights on and off about 3 or 4 times. And the UFO responded by shutting off the beam of light, and as well as the lights on its underside, and then it vanished. Wendell and Frank were astonished by this, and they continued fishing. But after a few minutes, the UFO reappeared with all of its lights and the spotlight too. Another subsection was called The Curious Case of Earl Whitney. There was this UFO investigator, Brent Raines, and he reported that on the afternoon of Wednesday, June 3, 1970, 52-year-old Earl Whitney was killed by a lightning strike when he was golfing at the Augusta Country Club. But before he died, Whitney reported many UFOs. One of Whitney's last reported cases was a UFO landing. In the fall of 1945, outside an airport in Waterville, Maine, Whitney saw a craft that resembled two aluminum pipe plates attached lip to lip with a dark band around the center. He saw this at between 11 and 11:30 p.m. And the UFO had two bright spotlights on the underside. And when it landed, it had 4 landing legs. And this craft remained on the ground for like 5 to 10 minutes. And when it left, Whitney approached the site and he saw that there were impressions made by the 4 legs in the ground. And another subsection is called star-crossed lovers. And there's this woman, Audrey Hewins, which was a founder of a support group called Starborn Support, which is about alien abduction, which was located in southern Maine. And she just announces on her Facebook that she's in a relationship with Travis Walton, the famous Travis Walton. And she also mentions on her page that they were brought together by forces well beyond our understanding. And she says that it has not been easy, as the Dark Ones do not want us together, but I assure you, after their best attempts to fracture us, we only grew stronger. She's basically implying that the aliens don't want them together and that they are trying to break them up.